Good morning. This is Larry McMillan on Monday, May 20th, with a stock market comment. So S&P moved to a new all-time high last week. It was pretty strong. It gapped up to a new high. And pretty much every indicator we have is in line with the bullish nature of the S&P. Obviously, some things are overbought. They will eventually become sell signals, but we'll see how they materialize. But for right now, the S&P should have support at its recent breakout high at 5260 and slightly below that. It currently is above the 4 standard deviation modified Bollinger Band, which means a sell signal could be setting up, but those don't set up right away. So it could take a little time. And then it's not even guaranteed that would generate a sell signal anyway. There really isn't any traditional overhead resistance since we're above that 4 standard deviation band and we're also at new all-time highs. Obviously, though, there is a point at which traders will sell. So we'll just have to be alert for that and figure that our indicators will give us signals. The equity-only put-call ratios are on buy signals for the stock market. That means that the ratios are declining, and those buy signals will remain intact until the ratios begin to rise again. Breadth has been quite positive, and so the breadth oscillators are also on buy signals. So they're in overbought territory, but that's not necessarily a bad thing when S&P is making new all-time highs. So it will probably take at least 2 or 3 days of negative breadth to generate a sell signal from the breadth indicators. New highs on the New York Stock Exchange have numbered more than 100 for 11 days in a row. That's a pretty substantial number, and it's really, amazing almost. But that means that indicator, new highs versus new lows, remains on a buy signal, and it will do so until new lows outnumber new highs for 2 days in a row. That certainly doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon. VIX has dropped all the way down to 12. That's really pretty low. It has gone lower in other past occurrences when the market's making new all-time highs. But as long as VIX remains relatively low, it's not a problem for stocks. It's when VIX begins to spike upwards that problems occur. Meanwhile, right now we have a VIX spike peak buy signal in place and a trend of VIX buy signal as well. And then finally, the construct of volatility derivatives, that remains positive for stocks as well. The term structures of the VIX futures are sloping upwards, for example. So everything we have is pretty much bullish at this point in time, and we're trading it as such. We are rolling our positions higher as they become in the money, which for, let's say, for SPY is 6 or 8 points in the money. And, we're on alert here, but I'm certainly not going to issue sell signals without a confirmed sell signal from our indicators, which, again, are doing quite well in both bullish and bearish environments. So I invite you to visit our website, take a look at the letters that are daily letters where we keep track of these indicators in a more timely manner. And meanwhile, have a great week trading.